So, Chainsaw Man, Chapter 102, just came out today, and it's a pretty long one. It's about 51 pages. I don't know if that's longer than well, not Chapter 1, I guess it'd be Chapter 98, because they're just continuing on from, Part 1 of Chainsaw Man in terms of chapter numbering. But anyways, we started with them still being chased from that devil from the previous chapter, and we see, the War Devil is trying to convince Asa to turn Yuko into a weapon, use her to destroy that devil, kill that devil, and it seems like she's actually considering it, and then she brings up that, she's not feeling guilty over killing Bucky, just that people know that she killed Bucky, which, I don't know, that definitely makes sense, definitely makes her a more, complex character than just your typical, like, shonen protagonist who's just always good. Then you see her have to really consider if she wants to do it or not, and she ends up deciding to save Yuko. The fact that she even considers not doing it is pretty interesting for a main character, and definitely reminds me of Denji. And then she trips, and we get a flashback to her mom dying, and we already knew that she died because of a devil, so this isn't any new information, but it is nice to finally see it and how it happened. And then we get a another flashback showing the previous chapter with the shoes that Yuko is trying to give to Asa, and they have a conversation. And Yuko just says that she doesn't care how Asa feels and just wants to do what she feels is right, which is definitely interesting. I think there's a lot more to that character we don't know. Could definitely still be trying to betray Asa for something. Could be a devil in disguise. Definitely think that's a possibility. But anyways, we go back to the present, and we see that she is trying to save Yuko. It's not happening. And then Denji shows up again, which I did not think we'd see him for quite a while, since we didn't see him in the first few chapters. But, yeah, the rest of the chapter is pretty much entirely focused on him. And we see him fighting the devil. Really good action scene. The paneling here is really good. The art is also probably some of the best in the series overall. And we see the devil ask him why he's siding with humans, obviously not knowing that he is human. And he gives him the choice of either saving a young person or 5 older people. And Denji actually chooses to save none of them, which, you know, not really a very heroic thing to do, but it does make sense for Denji. And so he kills him in one of the best panels in the series overall, 2-page spread, and he lets both of them die, which I thought they'd either not show that or they'd say, like, they lived, but nope, he just lets both of them die, which I think is very interesting. Then he picks up the cat, which I think is probably a reference to Power, how Power was trying to save a cat at the beginning of Part 1. That was one of the first big fights in the series. So overall, I think this was a great chapter, and actually at the end of the chapter, we see the news reporting that how heroic Denji is, but I think that probably leads into why a lot of some people don't like him, because I mean he probably, like, he wasn't able to save, like I was used to Asa's mom, wasn't able to save them, so that probably makes them feel really resentful towards them, and especially when the news just keeps reporting them being so heroic. I don't think that's going to be a major part of the series, but I thought it was interesting and definitely probable. So anyways, I think this is overall a great chapter, definitely a really long one. And as for how relevant Denji's going to be in the coming chapters, I am not sure at all. But, I mean, hopefully he is. I want to see him do more stuff, but I also think it could make sense to have him go back into the background again and focus more on the new characters. So anyways, this is a great chapter, and it doesn't look like we're getting a new one until August 30th, but I will definitely be reviewing that when it comes out, and hopefully that one's just as long as this one, although if it's not, that's perfectly fine. The author can take as many breaks as he wants. I mean, he's made such a good series overall, so yeah, bye.